a building full of shit. Real nice looking place, but half the food it's not even fit for animals. That's why we're all sick. Our life expectancy is actually going down because of this shit that we're eating. All this processed stuff and pesticide food, milk that's cooked to death, and it's just cow phlegm. It's not. It shouldn't even be sold. They need to get back to selling real milk again. They let people eat Fruit Loops and all this artificial shit, but then they say, oh, you can't have real farm milk. That is ridiculous. We've got communists running this country. We don't even know it. They're worse than communists. They've got complete control of our food system. A lot of people don't even know that they can drink real milk. It is available if you look, but it's hard to find. And they charge you a lot of money for that organic milk, and it's no better than you might as well just buy the cheap stuff. It's a little better, but it's like you're paying 2 or 3 times more for it, and it's like 5% better. You're better off going to a farmer and getting real milk instead of this over-processed garbage. It's not even fit for a cat. Trump's going to fix the high drug prices. That's what he's saying. They're charging us more than they're charging anyone else. And he's saying, no, you can't do that. Adjust the prices for us so we're not paying the highest prices in the world. Said, I'm going to cut them by 500%, which you can't do. And of course, the Democrats are like, oh, look how silly Trump is. He's going to cut drug prices 500%. No, he's going to cut them 59%. And nobody else has even tried to cut them 2%. And these Democrats, they kept this whole thing going. So, you know, they're just being jackasses is all they're doing. He's just flamboyant in his speech, that's all. I mean, he's just, that's the way some people talk. He's not a smooth politician like they are. I don't know what these white things are. They crosswalks or... But, you can't cut something 500%. I mean, we know that. It's just the way he talks. He's doing something that nobody's ever done. He's cutting them 59%. I hope it works out. I mean, if that happens, that's going to cut our insurance costs. Things are going to go down if that goes through. Of course, they're going to fight him tooth and nail if he does this. I mean, he's already done it. They're going to fight him tooth and nail. Basically, they're going to have to raise the prices in these other countries and lower ours. And there's some drugs that are really, and Trump pointed out, yeah, people are going to Europe and buying their drugs. Or they're going to other countries and they're buying their drugs and they're getting in trouble because they're saying, what do you got so many drugs for? Are you an addict or something? And yeah, they probably are addicts. But they're trying to save money because they were being overcharged. we're paying like double or triple here for drugs. And everybody thinks that's okay to do that. All the Democrats, they went along with that. All the previous presidents and people before, they never did anything about that. And then they complain, oh, Trump's going to cut it 500%. He's silly. They criticize him, and it's like Mike brought it up. And it's like, yeah, they're cutting it 59%. It's not cutting it 500%. Use your brain. I mean, he knows that, and so do we. It's the Democrats, they just have to criticize everything. I mean, what they should do is tell them, if you want to pay the full price, you can. But the rest of us are going to pay less. You can go ahead and pay the $300 for 2 weeks worth of drugs. The rest of us will pay 80 or whatever. I mean, that's the kind of cuts he's going to do. He's going to cut them down. Eventually, Cryon said that we're going to expose Big Pharma for what they really are. This is just the beginning. And I don't know if they're actually going to get that right away as far as the lower price. It might take a while, but it will happen. They'll eventually get it. They'll lower the prices, and then they'll, I mean, Big Pharma will probably try to fight it. Keep the prices high. And if they do manage to fight it, then Trump will probably find something they're doing that's dirty. He says, well, guess what? You're going to change. They're going to have to expose some of these people. They're not going to be able to get the prices down until they expose what they're doing. They're holding back innovation. They're holding back cancer cures. They're keeping people sick instead of curing them. They're crooked. The hospitals and everything, the whole thing is crooked. It's not a good time to be sick because they're not going to cure you. They're going to keep you sick, and they're going to take all your money, and they're going to take the money of the people that are paying insurance, because we're all paying in. It's easier to do that and put everybody on insurance, so they got to pay into that and overcharge them. There's a lot of good stuff he's doing. I don't like his foreign policy too well, but his domestic, he's doing a lot of good domestically. It's going to take time though. He's not going to be able to, they're going to fight back. They're not going to just lay down and die. They're going to fight him. They don't want to lose money. They don't want to lose their pipeline of money. Been getting that for a long time. They're making more money with drugs than they are on military. That's more lucrative than military. When Big Pharma is probably what's keeping the elites going, and the military's helping. But if they lose Big Pharma, if they lose that money, that's going to take a majority of their power away. Because they got to have money to keep power. And when that's exposed, that's going to be the end of that. And then eventually the wars will end. I think the wars will end by 2030. 2030, I think we'll have that stuff resolved. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a long 5 years. It's going to take 5 years to resolve these wars. It's going to take a while for them to realize that they need to stop. They're either going to have to just fight the wars out, or they're going to have to stop them or something, but I think by 2030 it's going to be resolved. And Big Pharma will be resolved, I think, at about